This is a story about food.
And respect for the animals.
Absolutely.
I want to utilize as much of it as I can.
I have a huge love for nature, and 2 times in my adult life, I've made the decision to go without animal protein. Those 15 months taught me 2 big things. 1, I'm gonna eat meat, and 2, I wanna be involved in the process. What's going on, you guys? Good to see you. Glad you're here. This video has 2 main purposes. The first purpose is to talk about that in the fall, a lot of my outdoor activities, or not all of them, but some of them, include trying to get food for my family. I wasn't raised in a hunting family. I wasn't raised around hunters at all. In fact, a lot of my childhood took place in New York City, about as far from hunting as you can get. But as an adult who took hunter safety in their late 30s like I did, it's extremely difficult. It's something that I am trying to show in my videos. It's part of my outdoor life. Also, as the title says, and that is a clickbaity title, I get it, vegetarian to hunter. What I meant by that is I went 15 months as an adult without eating any meat, any animal protein at all, for a couple different reasons. And during that time, I realized that, like I said, I'm gonna be eating meat and I wanna be involved in the process. I think it's important to try to find meat or animals that got to live their lives in a natural setting. Never in a pen, never in something, eating stuff they wouldn't eat naturally. So an animal that doesn't have that fear of the chute as they're going down, if you will, at the processing plant. And guys, it really is about food. My kids love wild game. We eat as much of it as we can. Wild turkey breast is amazing. You can take, turkey legs, turn them into tacos, right? Stuff that my kids just enjoy. So it's about food. There is no bloodlust here, right? There's nothing about glorifying killing. That's not what it is. There's no gore in my videos at all. That won't be part of it. It's food. That's what it is. And the second part of this video is a huge trip I took with Greg, my buddy that's been in some other videos. This trip with Greg, guys, was a 5-day trip down in southern Colorado, high elevation mountains. And we had a bunch of different tags in our hands for a bunch of different opportunities. We went down on August 30th and really kind of just got down there, got our gear unloaded. 31st was all about scouting for different animals, elk mainly, but also trout fishing. We wanted to go fish some beaver ponds Greg had found, so we took a chance to do that and had a good opportunity there. The 1st of September is opener for dove, turkey, grouse. A lot of small game opportunity there for us. The 2nd of September is opening archery elk. So a lot going on. We had 5 days to get it done and successfully brought some food home. So the entire time we were looking for animals this trip, we were also trying to run crawfish traps as much as possible down in one of the local reservoirs there, especially before the weather turned cold, because they slowed down as it got colder. Bait we were using was just trout guts, so leftover trout guts from cleaning fish, throw them in the traps, works really, really well. And our routine typically, guys, is in the evenings we go out and throw traps. In the mornings after a hunt, we would go collect those traps. And then later in the evening, we'd get together in the cabin and clean those things up.
How we looking?
Yeah, we got a few.
Yeah, not bad.
Where's the trash? Oh, right there.
Right there.
And then we're
Yeah,
putting them on
and
the
then
plate.
we'll put them on the paper towel here.
Nice.
That way they're...
Ready to go?
Yep.
And wash off.
Yeah, I'll rinse them off.
Oh shit, I missed. You see that one?
I got it.
Sorry.
I took Owen out the one day.
I was working or something.
Working. Jamie was busy and nobody was there, and I asked Owen. I'm like, hey, you want to go with me to get traps?
Oh, he
He's
loves
like,
that stuff.
Yeah, I'll go. So him and I went and got traps, and we got some, but that was during a midday thing when I was trying to fill up the traps for the wedding.
For all the family. How many total do you think you cooked up?
I think we probably had a couple hundred.
Yeah.
But he ate more of them than anyone.
He loves that. Well, that's the funny thing. So when I got home from the last trip that we did, was it 2 weeks ago? Or
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
And I got home and Jamie's like, "How was it?" and all this, and I was getting caught up, and I was like, "Well, look what I brought back, right?" Because I was able to bring food back. And the first thing she said when she saw those crawfish was like, "Oh, well, the boys love those."
Good.
So
And this is kind of a, I mean, we're doing the work on it, but for family-wise that don't like
game or wild
this kind of stuff,
is an easy in.
it's like eating shrimp.
It is.
So, what we're gonna do, you take your crawfish, look at the claws on
Now
that
that's
guy.
a giant one.
That's a big boy there.
Yeah.
This is an invasive species, rusty crayfish. They don't want them here.
Yep.
And the reservoir, 10 miles over the other mountain,
Yep.
you are not legally allowed to take these alive out of the water.
Oh, you have to kill them there?
You have to kill them by, when they're alive, separating the tail from the carapax, or is that the correct term?
I think it is. Carapax or something?
Carapax.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but what we're going to do here is we hold this guy's main shell here, and you twist.
Nice.
And this is pretty much junk. And what I like to do is I flip them upside down and I take my thumb right here at the base of the tail and start squeezing. And when you get a little bit out, you can kind of wiggle that meat out. Sometimes it comes out cleaner than others.
Nice.
And you take this stuff out.
Yeah, you take out the innards.
Yeah. And you're left with a really nice,
Yeah.
I mean, superb piece of freshwater crustacean.
That's a delicious piece of morsels right there.
And we're gonna rinse it off.
Oh yeah.
But look at this pile of meat we have so far.
And that's from the traps while we were hunting.
And this was not a very good haul either.
No,
We
this
got
was 30 total?
30 to 40, I would guess.
Out of 4 traps?
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks ago, 4 traps gave us
82.
82.
Yeah. And we figured out the problem with some of the bigger traps.
Yep, they can get out.
They're getting out.
So we've got to redesign those.
Yep, we'll put some better doors on them.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the whole thing is you're learning as you go.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing your thing. Pop that meat out. Ooh, that's a good one right there. Nice and clean.
And I actually think they clean easier when they're warm.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, we are dusting our crawfish tails that we caught the other day.
Okay.
In a partial cornmeal. I used a white fine ground cornmeal.
Okay.
And flour mix, about a 60-30 mix.
Yeah.
Of flour and lesser of the cornmeal.
Right.
A bunch of spice, garlic. I got cayenne.
Yep.
A lot of cayenne actually.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to eat crawfish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some parsley in there, onion powder.
Nice.
Right now I'm just dusting them to get them fully coated.
Yep.
And then when we drop them in the fryer, it'll take maybe a minute.
Nice.
And I go low, 325.
Okay.
Because I'm afraid of burning them.
And it doesn't take
from
long.
Past experience.
Yeah. Crawfish in.
Yep. Our nice cornmeal dusted tails. Try to separate them because I've had them stick together before.
Oh, it's already smelling good, man.
Might be a little spicy, but
So what, a minute or so?
yeah, just a little bit.
All right. 1 minute later, let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Smells amazing.
A little bit of lemon sprinkle.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh yeah. All right, perfect blend of flour, white cornmeal, and deep fried at, yeah, it was what, 325, 330?
Yeah, right there.
About 2 minutes or so. Wow.
How's that good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm digging too, man.
Yep.
Nice job.
With the lemon on it, just good accent. We do have cocktail sauce for
Oh yeah, for the dipping.
the dipping, but yeah, it's like a popcorn shrimp almost.
Nice.
Don't tell your friends.
Don't.
Man, that crawfish was good, guys. I still have 2 packs of it in my freezer to cook here at the house. Now, after that, the next day, small game opener, right, for dove and things like that. So after driving through the massive marijuana fields of Colorado, we found a public land lot with some wild sunflowers where we were very fortunate enough to kick around 2 doves. Me and Greg each got a dove, and then when we got back to the cabin, we each got a blue grouse as well. So after Greg did a great job cleaning those birds up, I mean, you can see how beautiful that meat looks.
We're not just breasting it out.
Exactly. We're
Either.
getting full use.
We're using the whole thing.
Well, that's what it's about, man. Food.
Yeah. In respect for the animals. You know,
Absolutely.
I want to utilize as much of it as I can.
Man, these are beautiful birds.
Yeah, they're neat.
We took the dove breasts, you guys, and we made poppers out of them with jalapenos, cream cheese, bacon, and we're expecting some really, really good food here, but we learned a valuable lesson.
All right, so Greg, you and I have eaten a lot of game together before, wild game that mainly you've procured. And this dove that we caught a few days ago, we were real excited about. We cooked it up in poppers.
Yep. Slice it nice and thin,
But it wasn't great. So why don't you what was your take on it?
well, I think it started from when we shot it. It was hot.
Yeah.
It was probably 80 degrees.
Yeah.
After we shot them, we just kind of carelessly just put them in the back of the truck
Yeah.
with a black tonneau cover.
Yep.
So it kind of created an oven. When we got back to the cabin, we shot 2 grouse. You know,
Yeah, right away.
Right away. They maybe sat 30 minutes, you know,
Yep.
by the time we got everything done to clean them.
Yep.
But those doves being so small, I think they tend to go start spoiling quicker.
They can turn.
And I noticed that too when I was cleaning them.
Okay.
It didn't smell. I mean, birds stink,
Right.
but it had that kind of particular. I left the chicken in the sun smell.
Kind of a rotten smell.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit, and something that small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, the one we got last year, I ate. Oh, it was fantastic. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
like eating a venison tenderloin.
I've had dove before that's
Yeah.
really good, so I was
Yeah.
looking forward to it. And guys, there's no joke what he's saying. So we cooked those dove up, and we're very excited about it, but smelled horrible.
Yeah.
And what did we do with them?
We ate them.
We ate every bit of
We
it.
had to out of respect for the animal.
We didn't actually say anything during dinner. We were just kind of eating it and getting more potatoes and other
Right.
sides. And at the end, Greg was like, "So, what do you think about that popper?"
Yeah, like,
And we had to
they're
admit, not
terrible.
good.
But I put the blame on us.
Yeah.
Just for not properly handling that. And
Putting it in a truck, no
Yep.
cooler, and then it took 2 hours before we actually got to
got it
process it.
home.
85 degrees.
And, yep.
The grouse, by the way, like you said, we shot those, cleaned them in about 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just when we were processing them, smell clean. There's no smell at all.
Right. And last night, you know, we set them in the fridge, overnight?
Yeah, one
it
night.
was? You know, spatchcocked them and vacuum sealed them.
Yep.
They had absolutely no smell to them.
No.
Nothing. So they were handled correctly and
Yeah.
properly. And can't wait to try those.
No, those are going to be good. I think it's lesson learned too. It's something that we got a little cocky with just throwing stuff in there, maybe even disrespectful a little
Yeah,
bit,
I think so.
and shouldn't have been that disrespectful.
Unprepared.
Yeah.
We should have had a cooler with ice,
Yep.
just in case. you
Yeah.
know. It never hurts. I mean, come on, a bag of ice is $2.
Right.
You know, we should
There's
have
plenty of room in the truck.
just done it. But
Never do that again.
no, never. Lesson learned. But
Yeah.
you know, we didn't waste anything.
No, we ate it all.
Ate it all.
So you can see we learned a lesson that we will never repeat. We ate every bit of that dove meat, but it was not the best thing I've had in my life. So, lesson learned. Now the next 2 days of this trip were decked out for archery hunting, mainly scouting for elk.
Well, you can see all the crap that we have on us when we're out here bow hunting. Got releases and binos and more stuff than when we're gun hunting for sure.
We got it.
Looks so nice.
This is picturesque.
Well, we found these beaver ponds. Nice little spot we're going to explore, see how it is.
This is pre-rut we found though. There's not a lot going on yet. So more to come with archery as the year goes on. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to bring you in on why I go out and try to source food. I didn't even really get into why I didn't eat meat, and no need to, right? But guys, thank you for watching the video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.